Hi, welcome to Dany's Healing Kitchen. I am Dany, an integrative nutritional health coach, but more than that, I am a mom who is looking always for fresh and good dishes to make for my family. I have with me today my son.
My name is Daryl, and I will be helping my mother out.
Okay, and today we're gonna make Dany's healing soup. I grew up with soup all the time, like chicken soup, but this is not your regular chicken soup. This is actually, I included intentionally a lot of healing ingredients in it, and we're gonna go over them. So we have, can you tell all the audience what we have? These are
Carrots.
These are sweet potatoes.
They look like carrots.
That's okay. We have, can you smell these? What are these?
I can already tell they're onions.
They are onions. We have,
by the smell of them.
do you know what these are? These are peppers.
Peppers.
These are peppers, yep.
You have more
and
peppers.
These right here are, I love these. These are shiitake peppers. And this is gonna give the broth and the whole soup a really good, not very spicy, but a very good taste and flavor to it. And we have here, can you tell them what we have right here?
We have broccoli, cauliflower,
Yep.
carrots.
Got what we have? We have some corn.
Green beans.
Green beans.
Green beans, corn.
We have a lot of these veggies right here. So what I do to make the recipe a lot faster, if you're like a mom that is very busy, so I buy these already frozen at the store. Like I get really big bags of them. So you just take them out of the freezer as you go, and then you put them in the soup. But for now, we're gonna start with our chicken. We're gonna put it in there. You wanna help me?
Yeah.
It's kind of big. We're gonna kind of
Is it
use
hot?
our hands. We
That's
already
cool,
washed
that's
our
cool.
hands, so we're gonna,
Yeah.
right
Oh
there.
my
Okay.
God.
There we go. I'm gonna put it in there. And please know that I added a lot of water
Hopefully it
because
doesn't spill.
I don't think it will. I added a lot of water because with this broth, after it's done cooking in the Instant Pot, I'm gonna make rice with half of the broth here and the other half we're gonna make the soup. So I always add double water just in case, because I do like the rice cooked in the chicken broth. But if you don't wanna make rice, just in the recipe you can lower in half the water amount. We're gonna move that right there. And now we're gonna add some salt right here. You wanna add it? We're gonna do
Sure.
2 big tablespoons of salt.
Where?
Right
To the
there.
chicken?
Right here. Right here, you wanna put it up. There we go.
Can I put it in?
Yep, go ahead.
So do I just sprinkle it around?
Just dump it in. Just dump it. There we go. Now the next one. Big one. There we go. Beautiful. And we're gonna stir it. Just dump it in there.
I dumped it. Can I
Very
stir
nice.
it?
Yep, you can stir it very gently so we don't spill it, right?
Right.
Okay, that's good. Now, one of the
There's still a lot of salt
beautiful
on the
and
chicken.
healing things about this soup is our ginger and turmeric. I have 2 here. I have 2 samples of, I have the powder. This is the powdered turmeric and the actual fresh turmeric. So I'm gonna peel it. You wanna help me? So I'm gonna do the peeling and you're gonna cut. Hold on.
That looks like carrots.
So I'm gonna peel it.
Oh, I'm so way too close to the onions.
Do you see how it smells?
Yeah.
And then
Well,
we're going to
no, I can't
cut
smell
it. And you're gonna go add it to the soup. Ready? Hold
that
on.
part too?
Just the little thing right there.
Even this one?
Yep, go ahead and put it in there.
Okay.
And now we're gonna add a little bit of the powder as well. So just about a teaspoon in there. If you don't have fresh, you can always just use the powder, and if you don't have the powder, you can only use just the fresh. And I have ginger, again, the powder and the fresh one. Yep. I'm just gonna do the powder right now. So for the ginger, because it's very strong, we're just gonna use a 1/4 of a teaspoon. Right there. Go ahead. Not too much.
I'm trying to get it all out.
Yep, go ahead.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a square.
Yep, that's good. Add it in it. And now I have some like fresh oregano and fresh herbs from the garden. So we're just gonna add them all like that. I already washed them, but since they are from my garden, just put them in there. Very nice. Okay. Now we're gonna stir a little bit. And I don't know if you guys can see the color, but it's already like kind of yellowish orange due to the turmeric and the ginger. And I love to do these, I love to do soups in my Instant Pot because it's quick and it doesn't need babysitting. So we're just gonna close the lid. There we go. And then we're gonna set it. You have two choices. We can set it up to what it says, soup or broth, or you can do manual, which is what I do. I do manual, and I put a pressure cook, and I do it for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending if your soup, if your chicken was like frozen, then I would do an hour. If your chicken is not frozen, I would do about 20 to 30 minutes or so, and you can leave it on where it's there. So the broth was done, and what I did was I separated the chicken from the broth, and because I love to cook rice with the broth, so I took half the broth into this mason jar, and I left half the broth in the Instant Pot in the Instant Pot to make the soup. So we're gonna put this aside and save it in the refrigerator for later or for tomorrow. And right now, we're gonna start adding all the veggies. But first, and this is a very important step, and Dariel, you wanna help me? We're gonna do our garlic. Garlic is a very essential ingredient for the healing part of this soup because garlic has some properties, especially the antimicrobial properties that garlic has. Go ahead and take it out. There we go. But to get those properties out of the garlic, like if you just take a garlic like that whole, it won't have those properties. Garlic has to be minced, crushed, or just cut and leave it out and sit in for a little bit in order to get the healing properties of garlic. So we are going to, where is my little, there we go. We're going to mince it. I love this tool right here. You wanna put it in there? Is yours ready?
No, I'm still peeling it.
Okay, go ahead.
So
get it in there. We're gonna use only two.
But can I use mine?
I use this soup
for
Mama. Go ahead. We can do
you
both.
said only two.
That's okay. We can do three. Go ahead. Press hard. We use this soup, especially when I'm sick or when somebody's sick in the house. Like I grew up, every time we were sick, I'm sure some of you can relate that grandma always made this soup, and that's how I grew up. I just intentionally added many, many other ingredients that we're gonna go through them in a second to make it even more healing.
Okay, Mama.
And of course,
I got it out.
Cooking with love was my grandma's first idea. Hold on, this is a knife, so be careful. So we're gonna get it out, and we're gonna leave the garlic just sitting there for a few minutes to get the allicin, which is the very healing properties it has. Hold on, leave it in there. We're gonna leave it there. So for now, I need you, mister, to start getting we're gonna separate the garlic right there, to start putting all our veggies in here. So we have right there, so go ahead and start setting them all out in there. I'm gonna hand them to you. Go ahead.
Can I dump it?
Yep, you can dump it. Just don't make a huge mess. Very nicely.
Mama, you said not to make a huge mess.
That's okay. But not a little mess, not a big one. Go ahead. The sweet potatoes. And one of the things that I love about this soup. This is exactly the soup. How many times a week do I make it?
Twice.
Sometimes. Do you like it?
Yes.
We will see later in our Kid Approved segment if he likes it. Okay, don't throw it out, please. If he likes it or not. I think that's good. Can you put a little bit more?
You didn't say one of the ingredients before.
Okay, right now,
mushrooms.
Can you add the, yeah, we do have mushrooms. We have shiitake mushrooms right now. So we have the peppers. That's okay. That's okay. We have the sweet potatoes.
I wasn't ready.
That's okay. Just can you put them in there? There we go.
Oh, it's just I like the rope.
You just put, okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
it's-
All good. Just put them in here. And now can you, we're gonna cut
The mushrooms?
Yep, let me cut them. How about you what? We have two, I forgot to mention, I have two different kinds of sweet potatoes. I have the orange and the white ones. These are white sweet potatoes, which I love. These bring a really sweet taste to the soup, which is very, very nice to our taste buds. So I'm just gonna mildly cut the mushrooms and just add them in there. You wanna add
what
some
about
whole?
these?
Those are the sweet potatoes. You wanna add them?
Can I cut some?
I don't think so, mister. Let's do just right here very quick.
Aw, but Mama, I know how to cut.
I know you know how to cut, but we're gonna do it right here, okay? I don't want you to get cut right now.
Mama,
Yep.
how many times have I ever got cut?
None, but I have gotten cut a lot.
Mama,
Yeah.
I've cut a lot of things, and I've never gotten cut.
I know.
Can I
Okay,
please?
you do one, only one. You good?
Yeah, is this good?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the knife out of you. So very carefully now add the onions. These are the onions. Yep.
Can I just dump it?
Yep, just dump them all. I love onions. There we go.
You should
And
dump them all.
yep, go ahead. And now we're gonna add the sweet potatoes.
Something tells me we're gonna cut these.
No, we're not gonna cut them.
Oh.
Go ahead. And now our last thing.
Well, that
that's
is
enough.
one side.
That's
Oh,
enough.
no. Okay, fine.
And now the chichito peppers. The chichito, we're gonna
definitely-
add them whole, but we're not gonna put all of them. We're just gonna add, you wanna do 5?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, go ahead.
I should
Put them in there.
Hopefully
Okay.
these turns are good.
It's not, just put them in there, please. There we go.
It's
Do you wanna
okay.
stir it?
Yes, I would love
And our
to stir
last
this.
ingredients, I'm sorry, it wasn't the chichito, is the garlic. Since the garlic has been there for a while, excuse me,
I'm moving it.
that's okay.
No, I mean literally, I'm moving it.
Ooh, it's like you can see literally like how strong it
No.
is before and after. Like once it's been sitting outside, like it really gets, okay, that's perfect. Good, look at that.
Ooh.
Beautiful, okay. So now that we added all the ingredients, we're gonna set our Instant Pot for 1 minute, and then I'll see you on our healing ingredient segment coming up next. This is our healing ingredient segment, and in our soup, I included many, many healing ingredients, but I chose shiitake mushrooms because they are really, really beneficial for our health. So here I have 3 different ways of shiitake. These are the powder version of shiitake mushrooms. Some people take it as a supplement, so this would be a way to do that as well. I don't do these as often, but that's a way that people can have it. I have baby shiitake. These are fresh. And these are not local, but I did found local not long ago on our farmer's market. So I love how the baby shiitakes are fresh, and I include it pretty much in anything and everything I cook, not just on our soups. And these are dry shiitakes. They're very meaty, like when you smell them, they're very meaty. They actually have all the amino acids as meat have. So there people that don't eat meat, these are very beneficial for them because of the same amino acid content that they have. Shiitakes have a lot of vitamins and minerals in them. A few of them are copper, selenium, which both of them, selenium in specific, is very helpful for thyroid issues or even just thyroid in general to keep it healthy. Also, the copper is really good for bone health and blood vessels and immune support in general. Shiitakes are originally from East Asia, and they are very popular within all that community that, the holistic or even in the general public, because they really beneficial for heart support, immune support. They really help with, in general, immunity. And there was a study done that said that people who consume two shiitakes a day, they actually not only were beneficial for the immune system, but also the inflammation levels in their bodies went down. So that's why I absolutely love shiitakes. They also increase your energy just because they have B vitamins in them. So I do like to put it in eggs. I like to put them in soups. I like to put them even just hiding like all in the blender in any other dish that you might have. So I hope if you haven't tried shiitakes, I hope you do try them. And if you do eat them on a regular basis, send me messages on social media, because I would like to know what benefits have you seen from eating these ones. So I will see you in the next segment. It's a kid approved, and we're gonna taste our soup and see how it turned out. So for our Is a kid approved segment, I have my son here, Daryl. He's gonna be our tester. So we're gonna put some food right here. Daryl, do you want chichito peppers or no peppers in your food?
Peppers.
No peppers. Okay, that's okay. Right there. How is that? So you are gonna taste it, and now I know it's hot. So before you taste it, I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Got it.
So,
and mostly
have you eaten this soup before?
Yes.
How many times?
More than I can count.
Okay, that's fair to say. Do they all taste the same whenever you eat it? What do you think they all taste like every time is the same thing, or do they taste different every time I make it?
Different.
They taste different. Why do you think so? Do you
because
think
you
this
add different ingredients, make it different ways.
That's right, yeah. So did you like it a long time ago when I started making it?
No.
You didn't?
Yeah.
Very nice. So why didn't you like it?
I forgot why.
You just didn't like the taste, the texture?
Yeah, I didn't like the taste.
Do you think you're gonna like this one?
I don't know.
You don't know? We're gonna just let it cool. Let's see if we can blow a little bit. Do you wanna taste one and see if you like it? Let's see. It's very hot, but I can taste that it's very good. So because you've eaten soup before, would you tell the kids at home if they're afraid to try soup like you were once?
Oh, yeah.
What would you tell the kids at home?
So what I would say is that, like, at first, like, the first few times that you tried, it may not taste the same, but if you give it a try and you like it, well, then good. But if you don't, I can't force that. But it always will taste different ways you make it. And the thing is, for me, I ate it because the first time I ate it, I had never tasted it before. When I did taste it, it didn't taste that good. But then as my mother made it, time went by and my mother made it a different way, and I started to like it.
And now, do you like it maybe?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I like this one, but I did like the
There
last
was
few
a
ones.
time that he actually
Hated it.
and he didn't like it. And how many times did it take for you to like it?
I'm just going to say 5 years.
How old are you now?
10.
Okay, that might be. I think that's kind of accurate. I don't know. I don't remember that. But okay, let's do that. Okay, try and see if you like it today and see how it goes. Remember, this one you made it with me. I don't think you've ever made it.
Yeah,
so we have
never. Actually, no, that's not true. I've made it sometimes.
You do?
You.
I guess you've tasted it before. But see
Oh,
if you
wow.
like it. Blow a little bit and just taste it. What are you going to eat? Are you going to eat sweet potatoes? or
I'll
mushrooms?
just take a bite randomly and whatever.
Okay, go ahead. Just blow so don't get burned because it's very, very
oh my
hot.
God, we barely have any time. So I'm just gonna take a quick bite of
Just
this.
don't burn yourself.
I'm gonna try not
Well,
to.
while he do that, we're gonna on our next segment we're gonna have our Q&A segment. Did you get burned? I told you not to get burned. But I'll see you guys on our Q&A segment. Thank you. On our Q&A segment, a friend of mine asked me if there are any universal rules about eating. And as a health coach, I really believe we're very unique. Bioindividuality is one of the main things that I love about all of us. So when we talk about food and eating, there are so many diets and trends, and there is always something coming up new. But I do believe that because our gut microbiome is very unique, just like our fingerprints, not one microbiome is the same. So what I would eat and what I would recommend to you, just because it's healthy, like shiitake mushrooms, that might not be something that is good for you because it might make you feel sick. So I wouldn't say there is one size fits all type of thing for, in general. The goal that we want to get to is to increase the amount of veggies and fruits that we have on our daily basis, like in breakfast and lunch and dinner. But I wouldn't recommend one diet for a whole type of population. I do want to say that you want to include and ask yourself these type of questions like, what are my beliefs around food? How did I grow up eating? Like, for example, I grew up eating rice and beans as a Latin person. I'm from Costa Rica, so we eat a lot of rice and beans and gallo pintos, which I'm planning to make later in another shows. And at some point, I decided for whatever reason, it was one of the trends, that I was not gonna eat grains at all. So I stopped eating grains. And unfortunately, because of that, when you take out things out of your body, your gut microbiome or your little bacteria that is in your body that are used to eating those foods, when you take them out, then they kind of starve to death. So when I introduced them back out, I couldn't digest them at all. And I wanted them because I took them out for a long time, and they weren't in there anymore. And I craved them because they were part of my childhood. They were part of my heritage and culture. And I do believe that if something is part of your eating when you were growing up or you really like it, I would never recommend to take it out just because it's a trend. I would recommend a balance between those things so you can get healthy and are happy, because food is life and food is what feeds our cells. And so I hope that answers the question, and I want you to ask yourself, what are your beliefs, your culture, what did you eat and what you eat now, what is available to you seasonally as well. Our second question, our friend asked me if there are any good meats to eat or if it is beneficial to eat meat. Just like our previous question, I think eating meat is a very controversial topic nowadays. So it's very individualized, like whatever, again, for your beliefs and your culture. And if you do eat meat, I would recommend to get high quality meat and high quality products, that animal products. I don't know if you've heard about the saying that you are what your eats. So you're just not only what you eat, but what the animal ate is very important, the quality of life that the animal lived. If it was on good soil, if it ate good food, you want to avoid anything that had. Most commercial meat have antibiotics, and they're injected with hormones because they want to grow fast. But a lot of local farms, the animals are raised without any of those things and are very happy, and they are going to nourish a lot more your body and your overall health than those that were grown commercially. So again, this is a very individualized decision that people need to make based on their needs and their family. And if you do eat meat, I would recommend choosing a high quality. If it is chicken, it should be pasture raised, that the chickens are happily eating worms and not grain, the same as the cows. They shouldn't be eating grains at all. They should be eating grass and just happily roaming around for our beneficial overall health. Thank you for watching my show. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like to get the full recipe, follow me on social media at Dany Bourbon Nutrition. And I will see you on the next show. Thank you for joining.